any excuse in the world, I made up to my mistakes. I hate that it took situations such as these to arise in order to proclaim I see the truth. I made a change. I accept my responsibilities, and I'm no longer pass the blame. But the truth, I pursue my life in a different manner, not to be different.
How y'all doing? This is Camp Talk with the Coneys. I am Keith Coney.
I am Mia Coney.
And again,
This is Camp Talk with the Coneys.
show eels. All right, man, last week, we starting out fresh, starting out new, so we hoping that as we continue to pursue to do the podcast the way we want to do it, and hopefully the way y'all want to do it, that things get better. So right now, we talked about last week the expectations, the high expectations that people look for each other in relationships, be it males or females. Today, by this being the number 2 podcast, we feel that it's better to start this next one out to let everybody get to know Keith Coney. So with that being said, I'm taking the initiative today to sit back and take the opportunity. I love to draw. So I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna do me some drawing right now while my baby asks me some questions that hopefully satisfy some of the questions that a lot of you guys and females may have about me, or if you have any questions right now, tonight is the night. This is my concept. I've been collecting walks and I've been putting them in a bag. So right now I got a bag full of walks that I've been shaking up for 2 years. And tonight, I opened the bag. So with that being said,
All right.
one more thing. And he's not cute. Hugger not cute.
With that being said, let's get started. Well, first, how are you doing this evening? And before you answer that, seriously, how are you doing? Not the, I'm okay, how are you? Honestly, how are you doing?
That's deep, really. That's pretty deep. And I'm glad you took the time to break it down. And I'm processing.
What does that mean?
I'm processing. It's still, right now, it's a lot of things that's going on in my life as an individual. Now, as an individual, my life still reflects upon a lot of other people's lives, but my life is processing.
Right.
It's difficult to truly understand processing. My life is processing. There's still a lot of things that's in process.
So, while we're on the topic of your life and how things are going, what has been going on in your life recently that you expected and that you didn't expect?
Say that again.
What has been going on in your life recently that you expected and that you didn't expect?
Drama.
The drama falls into both categories.
It falls into every category. The life I live, me being me, Keith Coney, him motherfucking self, is sometimes I don't expect drama, but it's like life has really taught me that I have to expect drama. I have to. And the fucked up thing about it is the only reason why I gotta expect drama. Oh, y'all can't see my hook is. Now listen, man. The only reason why I realize I gotta expect drama is because I'm Keith Coney.
We
Who
have,
else can I be? Say what?
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Who else can I be but me? I'm spectacular. You see how egotistical that sounds? You see how egotistical that sounds? And I didn't even mean it to even sound that way, but I'm a spectacular motherfucker. And it's gonna be referenced and honored and loved by people until they really get to know Keith Coney. When they get to know Keith Coney, they gonna take those type attributes that they know that I deserve honorably and turn them and corrupt them. But guess what? In this biz, Keith Coney himself. Next question, while I draw, please.
We have a comment from Ursula. She said, hey y'all, hi.
What up, cousin? What up, cousin? Cousin, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, cousin. The direction my life going in right now is going to always be challenging. But it's going to always be people like you that's going to always go through the same thing that I go through. You're going to conquer. We all conquer our situations, but you may conquer yours a lot better, and you will be able to help me. And the thing that's going to happen is either I'm going to accept that rope that you give me or not. Right now, cuz, get what? You know what I go through. You know what you went through. You know who you are. You know what it takes in order for you to continue to say, this is who I am now. This is who I am now. Y'all accept it or love it. But guess what? Man, people are not going to only try to paint who you used to be. Man, them folk going to try to paint it ugly. I love you, Kaka.
She said, if I say I got you, you can bet your last dollar on it.
I know that.
Now, we heard a little bit of it, but I'm going to ask you some more. What has been on your mind recently?
What has been on my mind recently, honestly? What has been on my mind recently is people who I thought was friends, who I thought was gangsters, who I thought was family members, or whatever name you want to give it. They not that. They not that. And it's like no matter what I go through in my life, no matter what I do in my life, in the end, well, know what I realize? No matter how good I am, I'm gonna always be the bad guy. It don't take but one person to say something about Keith Coney, and everybody believe it. Ain't nobody come talk to Keith Coney. See, I like to say it something else right then, and I hear my tongue. And they tell who I'm is. Next question, please.
All right. What is the hardest challenge you've had to overcome in your life?
The hardest challenge I had to overcome in my life, really, was to accept me. To accept me. To accept me. I'm not. Keep crazy. Why I'm crazy? Cause I think different. Cause I don't believe like you believe. Cause why am I crazy? For everybody who say Keith Coney crazy, do you know I'm crazy because you met me, or do you know I'm crazy because somebody told you?
Now we're speaking on beliefs or ideas. What's one belief or idea that you think a majority of people actually get wrong?
Religion.
Religion. Yeah. You wish to elaborate on that a little more, or no? We have another comment from Ursula. She said, we ain't perfect, but we make it out. what have you learned about yourself recently?
I'm a sucker.
Why would you say that? Yep. Okay, we have another question. Now, I was going to ask what motivates you to get up in the morning, but I'm going to switch that up a little bit because besides your family, besides your craft, besides what you love to do, what actually motivates you to get up, keep going?
I love to fight. I love to live. I love to breathe. And I love to be Keith Coney.
And I love Keith Coney.
I know.
I'm glad you're Keith Coney and nobody else. Definitely glad you're Keith Coney.
Now I'm sitting here drawing, so y'all don't think that I'm not paying, that I can't look in the. I just don't want to look in the camera right now. I just want to. When I answer these questions, the best way that I can answer these questions is to be in my creative way. I'm not afraid to be me. I'm creative. I love to write. I love to draw. I love to sing. I love to rap. I love to read. That's who the fuck I'm is. You accept me for who I am, or you don't. Hey, love me or hate me. It ain't gonna make me get older. It ain't gonna make me get younger. It just make me know who I'm dealing with. Not tell me what you deal with.
So those were all the questions that I had prepared. We're taking questions, but is there any other words of wisdom, advice, anything that you want to leave with our viewers?
No.
And what would that be?
For he who have ears to hear, let him hear. For he who have eyes to see, let him see. Just because you have ears, don't mean you hear. And just because you have eyes, don't mean you see.
It's deep.
Motherfucking did. Well, I know you see it. I know you see it. He going to himself. Again, hopefully, man, we can make these podcasts a little bit longer. You know, I'll be looking for a lot of more interactions with people. You know, I can really carry on a lot of conversations with these podcasts a lot longer than I can, but I don't want to place a lot of my belief system on a lot of people. I'm trying to be on a professional level, and what I'm doing now is, man, this is a change. This is a dynamic change for Keith Coney to try to sit his ass down and be on some professional levels, things that y'all not gonna see or try to understand. I'm trying to be professional. That's what I'm trying to do. And it's practice. Nobody is perfect. Nobody. You know. Life is about experience. Life is about support. Life is about experience. Life is about support. Why this podcast is joining right now, ask me questions. Let's build. We're going to try to stick with the topics. But sometimes we're going to go beyond. I look for that. Because the only way we can get understanding is to go beyond. Right now, the conversation is about Keith. It's an introduction. It's about his experience. Who got questions? Who got questions right now? Let's ask them. Is it political? Is it educational? Is it financially? Is it emotionally? or do you want to know something about Keith Coney himself? You know, it's, right now, man, the worst thing that could be done right now in the community that I live in is for us to not be willing to try to find some type of way of understanding each other. I done been in prison. I done been in prison to where I done lived around 99 to 106 different motherfuckers in a dormitory. I live around people in society right now to where, man, there's a whole lot of y'all around me right now to where I have no control about who I'm around. And I'm around, see, when you in prison, when you in them dormitories, get what you're doing. You trying to make sure you know. I don't care what creed, what culture, what denomination. I'm trying to make sure I can figure out who's sleeping around me before I can close my eyes. And you telling me right now that you living in a society to where you can control who around you and you won't take the chance to know who live around you? What type of nigga is we? You got questions coming up.
Okay. What's up, Keith? I love how your wife looks at you.
I do too, but who said it?
This is Turquoise Angelique Blue.
Oh, that's my baby! Hey, that's my portrait, baby. You made me jealous here. You struck my heart. That's my baby. Yeah, I do too. I love how you look at me too, baby.
And it's great to see that all that knowledge you showed in your poetry is shown to the world.
Baby.
Happy for you, man, for real.
Baby, we still jiggling, baby. We still jiggling, baby.
Oh, man. That's sweet. Yeah, I love them.
That make me emotional right now. We still jiggling. Cause you know why that make me emotional, baby? My baby, Lisa Bryant. I never forget you, baby. Lisa Bryant, y'all better know we still jiggling. Yeah, man. The forbidden poet. My, with the eye of a physical and spiritual third, I see every inch and every curve of the minute thing to expose from the concealment of your clothes. But who told you you were naked? Oh, I get it. At birth, you were taught that you were cursed. Now you seek to change this view, by changing him, by changing her, by changing you, by turning toward the lies. You forget to hate you. Oh man, come on, man. I mean, we got some more questions coming up, huh, baby.
She said, you've been a speaker. Glad to see you are using your voice. She's coming in June. She wants to meet me. I look forward to meeting you too. That would be exciting. Yeah. Let me see. Anything, nothing else up yet. Say it loud, Lisa Brown.
I'm black and I'm proud. No, I ain't black. I shouldn't even say that. Say it loud. What you want me to say loud? I ain't black. That'd be a whole nother subject. But I say loud what you think I need to say, though. You just touched me then. I had to say it. God damn it. That's how black folk is.
Goodness. Let's see. But yeah. Okay. Well, any other last words, love?
I can never have a last word.
For the podcast. For now.
For now.
Any closing statements for now?
I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. I'm a first deacon Gemini, first of all. You know, so a Gemini can never finish talking. You know, matter of fact, since I'm on that, I'm gonna talk about Kanye West. That's what I'm gonna do right now. 'Cause Kanye West is a Gemini. I say, Kanye, sit your head down somewhere. Sit your head down somewhere. You had me tricked for a minute, Kanye. Now, I'll fuck with you at one time, Kanye. Call you had you mixed children. You know, so I understand when you were talking about the white lives matter. I was fucking with you. Kanye, you sucking dick, man. My bad, y'all. Forgive me. My bad, y'all. I ain't mean to say that. Don't nobody beat me. Maybe you better turn it off when you get off the stage. You better turn him off.
Well, you heard it here first. It's about time to end this podcast.
It is time.
But you got the little inside, little personal scoop with your host, Keith Coney.
Himself.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. We do this every Friday at 7 o'clock. So, wait, we have one more comment before we close. I'm sorry. She said, I've been reading a lot and read something that said you are not a person. Your personality, you're only aware. Do you agree?
I do more than agree. I do more than agree. I don't even want to use the word that I understand what you're saying. My best thing or my best way to show you how much I'm digging what you're saying is to give you an explanation, and maybe mine may be a little bit more complex. But right now, my name, I'm Keith Coney. I can lose my identification right now, and I need me a new ID. So the only way I can get my new ID is if I go to the license registration place. You know, so now when I go to them people, I'm gonna say, "Hey, I lost my ID." And them folks gonna say, "Okay, what's your name? What's your social security number?" And then they're gonna put all that shit information in their laptop, and then they're gonna pull the information up. It's gonna show a picture of me, where I live at, last place I live at, all that. And then them folk gonna say, "You got 2 forms of ID to prove that this you." Hold the fuck up, bitch! You got that's me on that camera, on that all that stuff you just showed right there. Can't nobody in this world right now walk around and say you are who you are unless you prove it. Where the camera at? Unless you prove by a piece of paper. I'm just drawing me a question mark in my own different way. That shit look different, don't it? I don't care. I understand. That was complex as hell, wasn't it? You probably understand. The answer I just gave you probably didn't make sense to what the fuck you just said. But then again, it might did. If it did, we are.
Now, real quick, one more thing before we end. Remember, you can also submit topics for consideration. Go to Wombs Inc. Make sure you hit the subscribe.
Can I add this?
Yes, sir.
Wombs dot. Y'all see all them dots? Wombs Inc. stand for where our mind, bodies, and souls intervene in creation.
All right. So feel free to continue the conversation in the comments. We're going to go ahead and end the live, and we will respond as soon as we get a chance to get in there and answer. But we thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you Friday. Enjoy the rest of your evening.